There's some major Zeus network drama currently brewing that has potential to destroy the network and tear everything down. This is not some petty drama between coworkers. No, this is the real deal, and it's serious. So, a lot of you guys already recognize who this is. This is Lemmy. Lemmy, for the most part, is who we recognize as the owner, CEO, founder of Zeus Network. But here's where it gets weird. These three people, King Botch, Amanda Serna, and D Storm, they're claiming, no, Lemmy, you are a co-founder. We're the founders of Zeus as well. So then those three came together and filed a lawsuit against Lemmy and Zeus. And the lawsuit is currently ongoing. So when fans discovered this lawsuit with these people claiming to be the co-founders of the Zeus network, they were shocked. So they began to go on Amanda Cerner page to ask her, yo, what's going on? Yo, are you really one of the founders of Zeus? And she responded back publicly. Amanda would take to Twitter, screenshotting her TikTok comments where fans were bringing up Zeus all of a sudden. She didn't understand where it was coming from, not knowing they discovered the lawsuit, and that's why they were asking. So she would take to Twitter to say, not sure where all this is coming from all of a sudden, but yes, I am one of the handful owners of the Zeus network and know my lifestyle does not reflect my significant equity as I have not received any income from Zeus since coming up with the name for the platform in 2018. As we know, this is a cloud chasing generation, so anybody can come online and just cap. But fans began to pay really close attention to Amanda Serna and really take what she was saying as the truth because they discovered an article from 2017 promoting Zeus. This is an article from May of 2017 with the title King Botch, Amanda Serna, The Storm, Power Team to Launch Subscription VOD Service. That subscription VOD service would be the Zeus Network. Lemmy, who would usually ignore Amanda Serner and other people speaking on Zeus, decided he could no longer hold his tongue because this was starting to take some legs. It was being posted on the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. The blogs was like, hold on now, bro. A white woman owns Zeus? What's going on here? So Lemmy spoke out and he responded directly to Amanda Serna going off on her. Lemmy would tell Amanda, stop lying to these people. You are a fraud. You buy your followers and likes. I am the creator, investor, founder, and CEO of Zeus. Thank you. Amanda will respond back in a quote tweet, you are the co-founder, heart emoji. Now that pissed off Lemmy to no end. So Lenny was so pissed off, he took the conversation off Twitter and took it to his Instagram to really let Amanda have it. Lemmy would provide some pretty unconvincing evidence. He would say that Amanda Cerny isn't a founder or co-founder because she doesn't follow any of the Zeus pages on Instagram and never been to the new headquarters. The new headquarters, all right? Now he would also sun her, right? He would also tell her, hey, bro, if you want to be on Baddies and want a job from Miss Natalie Nunn, just say that. You don't have to cap on me. So again, this is just a slick way of saying, man, you broke, mammy. All right, I'm rich, you broke. Talk to people in your own wealth category. But my dog Lemmy could not escape the receipts because after he did that, claimed that Amanda Serna is a fraud, she was capping, she's lying, he don't know where it came from. Another receipt hit the hit the timeline, essentially in Amanda Serna's favor. An article from 2018 where Zeus Network partnered up with Sag, that article would actually list Amanda Serna as co-founder along with Kim Botch and The Storm. See, the article says Sag has reached a historical agreement with Zeus, the new subscription video on demand streaming service founded by television executive producer Lemuel Plummer and co-founded by social media stars King Botch, Amanda Cerny, and D Storm Power. The three influencers have a combined audience of almost 70 million followers across all social media platforms. The agreement, which provides coverage for content produced by Zeus and a pathway to Sag after membership for Zeus content creators, was announced from Social Media Week Los Angeles. At this point, we calling it how we see it, bro. It looks like Amanda Serna ain't capping. She's telling the truth because all the receipts is pointing in her favor. Like everything we've seen so far has listed her as a co-founder. It looks like Lemmy probably ain't do some good business or ain't do business all the way correctly. So Lemmy sort of got to cover his tracks. That's what it feels like. But Amanda Serna was currently the only person speaking up. I believe King Botch did something a few years ago that really had no publicity. But so we're asking, okay, Amanda Serna is speaking up. Lemuel is saying she's lying, even though all the receipts is saying she's telling the truth. Is King Bach or this Storm gonna speak up? Little did we know, man, this Storm was rubbing his hands like Birdman, bruh, right? Cooking up a Ether Part 2. The Storm dropped the content version of Ether against Zeus Network and Lemmy, providing receipts that even Lemmy can deny. This is some scandalous work, bruh.
So I see Lemmy Plummer, or Lemon Pepper as y'all call him, is up on X spewing lies. But let me tell you something. Never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lamorne Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way, my brother. Lamorne tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmy Plummer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers and call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie, by the way. He offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lamorne for connecting us. He never looked out for Lamorne.
Nasty work. This is just terrible, man. Now, the other dude who apparently didn't get what he was promised, it doesn't appear that that dude was ever officially put into the fold. So he was just somebody who was, hey, bro, you connected the dots with these really popular influencers at the time, the biggest creators on the internet. I'm gonna look out for you, bro, if this deal come through. And he never got his just due, but he was never on paperwork.
Now, at the time, I had the biggest series on the internet called the Cart Series.
Wait, baby, don't do that. No.
Had over 500 million views. It was nominated for an Emmy, 4 Streamies, winning 2. Then Lemmy asked me, are there any other influencers I could bring on as partners because we needed some heavy hitters in social media for this thing to work. I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Batch. He had the numbers. Lemmy agreed. Batch agreed to join. Lemmy said we need one more partner, some diversity. So Batch reached out to Jake Paul, but Jake was working on another project and said, I'll at least give y'all an episode on round 1.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal.
Then Batch said, what about another good friend of ours, Amanda Cerny? She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agreed. Now at this point, I broke down my equity so myself, Batch, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders.
I met with Daystorm, King Batch, and Amanda Cerny, who were pretty big influencers.
Yes.
And we ended up, I brought them on board.
Nasty work, man. Nasty work. Now, I'm interested in finding out exactly how this relationship broke down. Because if Lenny is on camera admitting that these people were the ones who started a company with him, why is he now denouncing Amanda Cerna and calling her a fraud? My mama always told me, tell the truth, Frederick, because lying is the hardest thing you will ever have to do. And this right here is the example of that. He was calling Amanda Cerna a fraud for saying, yeah, I was one of the co-founders, but the track record is there's interviews of you acknowledging that. So if there's interviews of you acknowledging that, but Amanda Cerna is now a fraud in 2025, that just tells me you forgot about certain interviews you did and the lie is becoming more difficult to keep track of.
Lemmy was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO, and the 3 of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In the coming weeks, we started a group chat, and the founders came up with a new name for the social network. Some of the names was trash. Then one day I thought, wait, Nike was a Greek god. They were successful with their shoe and apparel line. Why don't we name ourselves after a Greek god? Let's be Zeus. So then Amanda's like, I had a dog named Zeus. Shoot, I like it.
Daystorm actually came up with the name Zeus. We were strategizing and talking about different names.
So then became the Zeus Network. In our operating agreement, Lemmy's job was to put up the money for the first round of content, which he'd get back soon as we launched. Myself, Batch, and Amanda's job was to use our audience and our face and our likeness to blow up the company and give it a legitimate name. Lemmy's like, look guys, I'm a nobody, and you guys have the influence and celebrity to make this work. So that summer, we went hard as hell.
Zeus just came out today. You on this nigga, you gonna die. At what point did you hear me say Zeus, man?
When you looked at me and said Zeus?
Lemmy was being slick. When Lemmy stated, I'll put up the money, he was telling the truth in that regard. But the original agreement, and this makes sense, yo, because trust me, bro, I don't have that much clout yet, bro, but even I get offers like this all the time, right? Where somebody who has a company, they, have the infrastructure, they want you to come in and use your stardom to blow it up. So in this particular case, Lemmy sees King Botch, this Storm, who at the time were like the biggest black creators on the planet, Amanda Cerna, a creator who was getting millions of views, millions of followers, So he said, hey, bruh, y'all come in with me and let's start this network. It wouldn't make sense for Lemmy to ask them to put up money because why would they put up money when they have all the clout? Like, again, if they were required to put up money as well to be quote unquote owners in Zeus, they would just start their own network with their own money and use their stardom, right? They like it wouldn't make sense to ask them to bring all the attention, all the subscribers, all the stardom, and bring all the money there as well. You feel me? So I think so far, bro, the Storm story is making complete sense. I have no doubt that this is how things went.
My job was also to go out and find as many creators as possible so that we could have enough content to live on the platform when it launched. To drive the necessary traffic to the platform, the flagship shows would be Batch, Amanda, and I also agreed to put season 2 of Caught onto Zeus. Shit, I even called in a favor from Uncle Snoop to pop up in the series, and he looked out for me.
That tears apart. Strike one. You've been watching too much Zeus, nephew.
And then we spoke to 25 other creators who are also friends of ours and told them we'll give them a free series on Zeus if they promote the app. Let me promise all of them that they would get a percentage of the subscriptions. They didn't get a dime. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Lemmy calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money, paying for Bad Escorts, Caught Season 2, and 4 other creative series. Now, bear in mind, contractually, we weren't supposed to put up any money. But Lemmy said, I'm gonna pay you back as soon as Zeus launches and we're profitable. Now, every show on Zeus has music in the background, but keep in mind, we had no more budget for music. So I called in another favor from my good friend Tommy Brown and Franks, and I said, yo, we need beats for Zeus. They done produced everything from Ariana Grande to Justin Bieber. Tommy gave us over 1,000 beats with a promise from Lemmy that they'd get paid back once Zeus was profitable. They never got paid.
This is why I don't entertain those propositions when I get it, where somebody is inviting me to come into their company and to promote it in exchange for equity. Because, bro, the person who is essentially, the founder, even though they're giving you co-founder or ownership stake, they're still somewhat the founder. Bro, they have complete control of the payment processors. They have complete control of the subscription, the everything, right? The money go into their bank. So essentially you are at their will, right? They can choose to pay you or not pay you. And in this case, according to the Storm, King Botch, and Minnesota, Lemon chose not to pay them. So essentially, they brought all their connections. They worked for absolutely nothing. So they brought all their connections to Zeus. They brought all their stardom to Zeus. They brought Zeus to millions of eyes for absolutely free because they thought they were owners and they thought they were pushing their own stuff when they didn't have control of the payment processor.
We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful in social media and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy Fonz and he links me with Tiffany who works at SAG-AFTRA. Zeus ended up signing a historic deal as the first social platform to partner with SAG-AFTRA. And because of this partnership, I was also able to get a lot of the creators and actors their SAG card because they had shows and series on Zeus. And let me end up stabbing SAG-AFTRA in the back, by the way. This is why I say don't trust tweets, only trust receipts. Let's keep it going. Now, since Zeus was a new platform and app, there was a lot of bugs that needed fixing. Now, our original tech partner, Nick, warned Lemmy that there was going to be some bugs and problems on launch day. But Lemmy ain't listen for shit. With his Napoleon complex, him and Nick used to get into it. So we throw this big-ass launch party in LA. We had ice sculptures, DJs, red carpet, big screens. Amanda bit the bullet and did this big-ass deal with Diageo for half her rate so we could have Ciroc as a sponsor. We was in it.
It came together. We're doing our pre-launch party, so coming out July 13th. I'm super stoked.
On launch day, all the creators who had a show on the platform promoted the hell out of Zeus. And over 45,000 people joined the platform that day. So now we on Easy Street. Until the next day we get a call from our tech partner, Nick, who said there was a glitch in the system and everybody got into Zeus for free. We had to boot everybody out of Zeus and ask them to rejoin for the subscription price. And if you know anything about people, they ain't paying for shit after they got it for free.
That just shows the power of their stardom. Over 45,000 people. Yo, if they were all paid subscribers, that would be over $200,000 in one day. That would mean from the launch pad, they essentially build a $200,000+ business per month. That's crazy. Now, right now, Zeus, I believe, have over like a million subscribers a month. So they're getting paid. All right. Now, but here's where the smoking gun comes in, okay? The storm actually kept receipts of Lemmy saying out of his own mouth that King Botch, the storm, and Amanda Serta are partners and owners along with him.
So the first round of Zeus was a wash. We had to scramble and come up with a plan for round two with no money. Then King Batch comes in clutch and saves the day and brings in our fifth partner, a silent investor named Ben Koo, who put up the funds we needed for round two. On round two, we changed up the plan and we used the funds from Ben Koo to make longer form content. Amanda secured Lil Tay, who was huge at the time. Bat secured B. Simone, who was huge at the time. I secured Quay, who was huge at the time. And Lemmy secured Michael Blackson. Those shows with TT being the flagship gave us enough subscribers and enough income to make it to the next season for even bigger shows. Now, Lemmy controlled all the money at Zeus. And at this point, myself, Batch, and Amanda were pushed out while Lemmy's taking these interviews acting like he did it all by himself.
But you did have partners. She did have partners. What happened to them niggas?
You tell me.
Man, I'll Google this shit. Stop it, man. No, I remember seeing them.
You tell me.
So you bought them out, right?
You tell me what happened to these guys.
No, King Bach. Yeah. So King Bach, Amanda Cerny. That's what I was like. That's when they were lit.
Like I said, I created Zeus. I ended up investing my own capital. They didn't put in any money. They didn't do anything.
He seized all the Zeus accounts, got himself all this heavy security, and started spewing lies.
I thought they would bring some value, bring some money to the table, and do their thing, and they did.
Let me tell you something. Anybody who needs that kind of security is either super famous or did a lot of people dirty.
Part of what makes this whole platform special is, yes, you guys are partners and owners with me in this. And what you bring to the table, like you said, is relationships. People would not do this if it wasn't because of you and King Batch and Amanda.
At this point, you probably have the same answer I have, bruh. I mean, if he's acknowledging it, where did it go wrong? Like, how did things break down? Well, apparently what took place was them and Lemmy, meaning, again, not them and Zeus, meaning like they still is in Zeus, they still want to work with Zeus, but them and Lemmy, their relationship had a falling out because friends of theirs or a friend of theirs who was dealing with Lemmy at the time accused Lemmy of doing some pretty serious things, and they believed their friend. And because they believed their friend, they confronted Lemmy about it. And according to the storm, the confrontation ain't go, as planned, ain't go well, and that led to them having a fallout.
Now, when you have a successful company like Zeus, you do something called partner payouts. Lemmy pays himself, but never pays his partners. To be totally transparent, we had a falling out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lemmy's assistant, told us that he sexually assaulted her. Till this day, myself, Batch, and Amanda, we receive K1 tax documents stating that we make millions of dollars from the Zeus network as partners. So we're paying taxes on money that we never received. So while Lemmy Plumber walks through Paris with 5 security guards and designer clothes and purchases, let me just read this, new home, RVs.
Lemmy done bought me a truck for my birthday.
The Zeus network bought you.
Zeus bought it.
Cybertrucks, cars, jewelry, and he's giving out bags to everybody who walks through Zeus's door. The partners who initially kept the lights on and made Zeus what it is today received nothing. Don't let the internet and Lemon Pepper fool you. We put them on. This guy's a fraud. I had a call a few years back with Lemmy and a Jason Tobert, who's also works there and is too cowardly to say something because he was on the phone call. And Lemmy is like, you guys are losers. I'm going to drag this case until you all broke. Zeus is worth $1 billion. You can't beat the machine. You'll never beat Zeus.
If the IRS is still sending them tax documents, then that means they're listed somewhere as owners. They're just not receiving payments or payouts from Zeus or Lemmy because Lemmy don't like them anymore. To me, this is going to have a very detrimental effect on Zeus because, so according to them, Lemmy is banking on, hey, bruh, I'm the infrastructure. I have all the money right now. Bruh, Zeus is worth damn near $1 billion, bruh. I can stall you guys out and wait until y'all go broke. But the more he waits, the more he starts to owe them, right? Pain and suffering, et cetera, et cetera. And if a court rules that, yeah, these 3 are owners, they have stake and ownership in Zeus, and you have to pay them everything you owe them, bruh, if Lemmy is going around saying, "Yo, Zeus is worth $1 billion." You might have to owe this dude like 100 million apiece, right? And let's say they have enough equity in the company to where, bro, they can really shake some stuff up, disrupt the entire operation plan. This won't end well for Zeus, from my perspective, bro, because bro, these people got nothing but receipts, bro. They got nothing but receipts showing that they were co-founders. They still have equity, and they are owed a lot of money from Zeus. And if that money is paid out, because Zeus still afford to operate, because I don't think Lemmy is somewhere saving up the money he owes D Storm and King Bodge and Amanda Serna. Nah, bro, it feels like Lemmy is out here spending that money as fast as he's getting it, bro. All right, let me know, man. Let me know how y'all feel, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out, who exactly Loose Cannon revealed is snitching on Big U. He said it live on No Jumper. You don't want to miss it. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.